been paramount in my mind and heart over the last 12 months and, quite frankly, the last 11 years. The National MS Society is a collective of passionate individuals who want to do something about MS now, to move together towards a world free of multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is comprised of unpredictable and often disabling flare-ups of the central nervous system. Such flare-ups disrupt the flow of information within the brain and between the brain and the body. The National MS Society is the largest private funder of MS researchers in the world, investing more than $1 billion to date. MS stops people from moving, but the National MS Society exists to make sure that MS doesn't. To contact the National MS Society, please call 1-800-344-4867. Once again, 1-800-344-4867. Or go to their website at nationalmssociety.org. Thank you to all of you who have donated money to this amazing organization. It touches me and over the 1 million people in this country that have multiple sclerosis in so many ways. And I appreciate all of you. But wait, I actually have to get someone up on screen real quick. I feel like it's almost a bit remiss here. I don't know if it's time or talk or something, but
John Vetrini.
What time is it?
It's 8 o'clock.
And it's time to
talk.
It's Friday night, so you know what that means. It's time for a conversation about anything and everything. Because this is the Venture Forward. We have talks. Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be. and welcome to VF Talks. I'm JV, and that cantankerous Triceratops who thinks he's a T-Rex. This joke will keep on going, you realize. We'll never let this joke die. He's happy to see you. My God. It's the first time he's been clean in like a half year. I don't know what's going on here. Like, you okay, Rex? He's okay. Wow. I guess you would call that a Festivus miracle, wouldn't you? Anyhow, let's see who's on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And the person that wins the door prize tonight, on this special night, on a Thursday night. We don't normally do VF Talks on Thursday night, but we're doing it tonight because tomorrow's Christmas Eve. And, you know, it's an Italian thing. Is Enda Trading, who says, hi, everyone. Hi to you, Enda. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you tonight. Gives us a bit of a factoid and says, by the way, Boxing Day is called St. Stephen's Day in Ireland. Hashtag, not that matters. It matters. Absolutely matters. Thank you for sharing that with us. Jaden over on YouTube says, hello. Hello, Jaden. Hope you're doing well. Also, Enda says, Christmas Eve here in Europe is 1 a.m. Okay. Chromix over on Twitch with a purple heart. A blue heart right back at you. Good to see you this evening. Happy Christmas Eve. Or Festivus, or whatever you want to call today. Jamie says, I didn't know you were VF talking tonight. Whoa to you. Glad to see you tonight, Jamie. And Sarah, over on YouTube, good evening. Hope you're doing well. She says, I'm beyond confused, but you already knew that. What day is it? What time is it? Is it Christmas Eve? Or just plain Christmas? Or did I sleep off calendar season and it's New Year's Eve? If you watch this on replay, it could be New Year's Eve. But right now, it's December 23rd. As Enda says, this show is timeless. And then we have this All Things YouTube. I'm not sure if you ever heard of it. I know the person that runs that channel, fantastic guy. I consider him one of my best friends. And I think it would be really convenient if he's right next to me. Matt Hawks, ladies and gentlemen. As I point the wrong way. Over there, not over there. Over there. One of these years, I'll get this straight.
Yeah. You got to look at your background and then point to where the items are in your background. It's the only way you can get it right in your head. A little inside baseball
and then
there.
It's like doing weather. You know, it's like it's upside down and inverted and all that stuff. Rich says, are my comments not showing then? And well, they're showing now. Some of your comments were not popping up on Ecamm, but I could talk to him real quick. Rich
Did you notice?
Evening, looking forward to this one. Go ahead.
When you are using Restream, the icon is square, but if you're using Ecamm natively, it's round.
I don't get it.
It's just the way it is, people.
Are you going Bruce Hornsby on us now?
I don't know what I'm going, but that is the actual case. So if you see someone using Ecamm and they bring comments on screen and it's square, they're using Restream with Ecamm. Anyway, I don't.
You know, I'm trying to make sense of it too.
I'm
trying to make sense of it. And the other thing is something that I normally don't do. I did a poll tonight. There's a poll. There's a poll up on YouTube. And the poll goes something like this. When do you usually... I probably should share my screen on this, shouldn't I? Oh, technology, right? Hang on. I'll get you on here in a second.
Always got to go back to Maine first.
Going back to Maine. Going back to Maine here.
You can go right to the screen share, you know.
I know.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know you are. It's funny. It's good stuff. Kapow. And there's me and Frozen. Here's the question. When do you usually open Christmas presents? Right now, 43% Christmas Eve, 43% Christmas Day, 14% actually saying February 35th.
35th.
February 35th. It's that sort of weird calendar, right?
Well, it's kind of a trick question because you can open presents on both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, depending on which sets of relatives you're with and where you're at.
Rich says he is still Festivusing.
Awesome. Well, Festivus is not over until you have the feats of strength.
It's gonna be kind of hard because I'm like over here, like an hour and a half away, and you're over there, and it's like, how's that work?
I don't know. Festivus is never ending then, I suppose.
No, no, until at least next Thursday.
That's crazy.
Mm.
Cray, cray.
So tell us about how your fascination with Festivus began, and then moreover, how did you come up with such an awesome stream last year and this year, and that of the Festivus celebration?
Well, I love the holidays, and I love to. I just love the mood that it puts people in. I mean, I know there's a lot of stresses with it too, but overall, I really like the holidays. Um, it's something everyone can participate in. Um, Usually on the 23rd of December, people are generally free, so they have some free time before things get crazy with Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And I don't know. I just I wanted to do something special. I wanted to do something a little different than the type of content I usually do because I'm the only one that appears on my channel, except on that day I allow people to come in. I'm kind of weird that way. But and I love Seinfeld, and I love that it's the anti-holiday because there's something that resonates with me, that it's the non-commercialness is baked in to the lore, baked into the canon, as if you will, of Festivus. I like it. I like it.
It's a great concept, and honestly, what you do with that day, with the two streams you've done last year and this year, is absolutely phenomenal.
Hey, thank you.
Um,
I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Um I have to think. Should I do it again next year? I'll have to
you
see.
got a wholehearted yes from me on that one.
You know, I had the Festivus episode in my streaming YouTube studio for 12 months. And then I made it public, I think, in September. And it's been out there as an upcoming live stream all of September, all of October, all of November, and all of December until now. It's just kind of funny.
We got Mark joining us on YouTube. Says hello all. God bless you all. God bless you, Mark. Good to see you tonight. And we got LT Weaver and his clan over in Utah saying hi, John. We're watching today. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, LT and Felice, and all of you. Love you guys. As I realize my graphics are like blocking off titles here. That's better. That's better. Always fixing this as we're on 15 months here, right?
The production value is taken very seriously here on the Venture Forward.
What's that phrase you use? It's like chef's kiss. What is it?
Chef's kiss. Mwah.
There you go.
It's perfecto.
It's like a baby's bottom. Does that make any sense? No.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
No.
But we'll go with it.
Yeah, we'll go with it. We'll go with it.
Oh my. Well, I am going to be doing some fun things I can tell you about. Fun things that I need another person to help me with my content creation. So I have my makeshift lightsaber. I took a dowel rod and a cardboard spool of paper towels, and I fashioned a makeshift lightsaber, and I'm going to film myself swinging it around doing an intro of my Awesome Wood Things channel. I made a Star Wars object out of wood, and I'm going to hold the lightsaber up next to my face and do a close-up of it, and then I'm going to turn the lightsaber on, and it's going to glow. But what I need help with is I need someone off camera with a red light, an LED light, and then to turn the LED light on and have actual red light hit my face like the lightsaber's coming on. Now, I'll make the lightsaber light up in post. I'll bring it in and do VFX within the editing software. But it's very hard to put artificial light on a subject just with software. So I'm going to actually have practical light there. So what I need someone to do is I'm going to hold the lightsaber up to my face, and then the person off camera is going to shine the light on, and it's going to cast. Then if I get tricked, I'm going to do a wide shot of me swinging it, and then as I swing it, if we could pull this off, the person that's off camera is going to change the light direction. So when it's on this side, it'll cast the shadows correctly. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a multi-person shoot, but it has the chance of being really awesome, like everything else on your channels.
And I am the type of person where I will spend an obscene amount of time filming something just for 10 seconds of footage, but it'll step it up. I'm also going to take glamour shots of myself doing weird, not glamour shots, but photos of myself doing weird thumbnail poses, like going like this, looking at something, or going. But that is hard to do by yourself, because then the light catches your, I don't want any of this happening in the photo. So I'm going to need to have someone behind the camera saying, chin down half an inch, rotate to the, until it click.
Go to 2, take 2. Go to 3, take 3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then once I get these nice images, I'm going to take out the green screen and chroma key, whatever.
Sammy joining us this evening. He says, what do you want for Christmas? Any new tech?
Do you want to start?
You could start, and then I could fill in.
I would like, and maybe Sammy can point me in the right direction, a portable digital audio recorder. I think I want to upgrade. This one I can't make work anymore because I think the card reader is hosed. So I was thinking about getting one of the little handy recorders that can take XLR input, like the mini XLR. And I think I might get one of those. I saw something about GoPros and how the GoPro 10.
He can help you.
Okay, good. I believe
what is your budget?
I'd like to spend around less than $300 for the digital video recorder. I don't know. I would have to figure that out.
Would you go with $99.99?
That's what I'm not. I would only have to go with this one because this is $100 right here. $99.99 or
yeah, $99.99.
Okay.
Easy says, so you're going to go around and sing "This Little Light of Mine, I'm Gonna Let It Shine" there, Matt. Wink.
Easy. Did you see me lip sync to Prince's "Kiss" song as I dance around my workshop and superimpose South Korean female dancers dancing to the beat and then flipping back to myself? And then I have my South Korean friend came over dressed like one of the dancers, and her and I interacted. Speaking of spending an inordinate amount of time on 10 seconds of footage, I think I hold the record. 2 weeks of work for 10 seconds. I'm not kidding. On that video, I hold a knife. This knife. And I plunge it into a box, like a FedEx box. But the camera and the knife are locked. And when I plunge the knife down, the camera moves. So the effect was my fingers and the knife are on the screen, and then the background falls up into the knife, and the knife never leaves those pixels. Like, see these center pixels of the screen? Like, so I had to build a wooden contraption that locked the knife in with the camera, and this whole rig was plunged into the box. And I must have shot 50 different times until it was perfect. And you can, advance the frame 1 frame at a time. And as that knife plunges downward, well, as the table thrusts up toward the knife, that knife is in the exact same spot. It's a really cool effect. Anyway.
Going back to the whole light thing, Sammy's asking, why do you need one?
I need one because on my Awesome Wood Things videos, I stand 8 feet away from my camera and speak to the camera in front of my table saw, and I need to capture good audio. And I don't know how to do it because at the time I was using this camera, and this camera the audio in never worked. There's something wrong with the port. Now I do have my Sony A6100, and I have this thing. So I was thinking of jacking this into the Canon A6100. And then since this is very directional, even though I'll be 8 feet away, it should be able to pick up good audio. I've never really used this. Not that I don't want to, it never really fit into my workflow. So that's what I was thinking of doing. So that I could put one of the lav mics on and jack it into a handy cam and then capture really good audio. And then I think it could grow with me. Like if I ever wanted to do like a man on the street type of thing, because that's something I think I would be really good at, is doing man on the street interviews, talking to people. I love talking to people. I love meeting new people. I love interacting with people. And I think some of those channels were like, well, what do you think about this? And then you start talking to them, and I could get some interesting content that way. So maybe I could do something like that. But that's not the only tech I want. Well, let's go to you, JV. What tech do you want?
Before I do that, Enda says DJI are launching a portable mic. Looks good.
Don't they make drones? DJI? Are they a drone company?
I believe so.
Honest Stirs is here with some deleted messages.
I think the one thing I'll say about tech is I definitely need to get a couple cameras, because right now this has been as bare bones as the last 15 months bare bones can be. The only thing I'm using right now that I would think is important, I guess, would be the microphone, using a Blue Yeti. But outside of that, I'm using webcams and nothing too terrible as far as video production. But I hope that would change sooner or later. Sarah says Matt and JV should do Man in the Street together.
Yeah, maybe we could. What else was the other thing that I wanted?
And Marilyn says, good evening, everyone. Merry Christmas to all. Good evening to you, and Merry Christmas to you, Marilyn.
I wouldn't mind a new piano. I've been banging away at this thing for 2.5 years, and I'm really happy with it. My MIDI solution will probably be able to get several years out of it. For those that don't know, I'm connecting it in a very advanced way. But I did have to take it apart once because the keys get loosed. Each key is kind of screwed down at one point, and apparently if you bang at it long enough, they kind of come off and they get jiggly. And
jiggy with it.
I think you can. Theoretically, if the same key would become loose several times, you're literally just driving a metal screw into plastic, and plastic can't hold it forever, I don't think. And it has 64 notes of polyphony. Do you know what polyphony is?
Tell the viewing audience what polyphony is.
On digital pianos, the way the soundboard works is if you play a note and then a second note, you'll hear both notes. Obviously, that's the way pianos work. Duh. If you play 65 notes on my piano, the first note will cut off. Now, who plays 65 notes simultaneously? Well, if you hold the sustain pedal down, and you do 10, 4 notes, 4 notes, 4 notes, 5 notes, 5 notes, 5 notes, it's going to, and if the sustain pedal's down, then that note is still ringing. It's still producing sound. So as you start up the piano, it's technically going to cut off some notes. It will probably be imperceptible. And as a new learner like me, I'm probably never going to reach that limit. But nicer pianos have 128 notes of polyphony. So I'm thinking that I will eventually probably want that. Also, the texture of the keys are very smooth. They make plastic keys that mimic ivory, and they have a little bit, so that's like a step up. Also, a real piano key, when you press it halfway down, it will get a little tight. And then as you break that tightness, it'll strike. And what's happening is halfway down, it lifts the damper off of the string so the string can vibrate freely. And digital pianos sometimes don't have that feature. And nicer digital pianos, you'll feel it. You'll feel that little toughness, the midway down that you push the note. And that is an upgrade. And then finally, some pianos, the lower keys are harder to push down than the higher keys. And that is because the hammers inside the piano are bigger on the lower keys because you need more power to strike. So it's very subtle, but that's a feature you can have on digital piano. Something maybe I want. Now, this is weighted. This is a weighted key piano, but it's not weighted to where those are a little stiffer than these. So those are kind of some upgrades I could get down the line.
Jamie and Sarah, as you're explaining that, were talking about how they want a piano. Sarah would like a real piano. Jamie would like a piano. So I guess there are a lot of people that want a piano. And a couple other thoughts. Easy says he got his Christmas gift yesterday and is sitting on it. Let's just have that sink in for a second. Okay. And then Easy's also asking for a demo.
Oh, you want a demo of me playing piano? I can give you a demo of me playing. I'm not very good, but I can give you a demo of it. I'm loving learning. I always love learning, but learning about this instrument and learning about recording the instrument, it's taking a lot of active solutioning, troubleshooting. I don't know what the word, learning. I'm learning a lot, and I love to learn. And it's just a fascinating world. And there's been some surprises along the way too, because it's not, this is going to sound weird, it's not cheap to play an instrument. An instrument is a monetary investment. They're very expensive. Lessons are expensive. The apps, even the apps, this is a cheap way out, are hundreds of dollars a year. I'm shocked at the industry there is around music. It's crazy.
Des says, good day, John. Christmas Eve here. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas to you, Des. Hope you're doing well, sir.
Good day. That's why I have stuffed animals on all of my piano videos, because I want to lighten it up a little bit. It seems very stuffy. It seems very prim and proper and formal. I'm like, I'm not a formal guy. I'm like, why can't I have fun with memes and stuffed animals, on my
Easy
content?
has an idea. It says, yeah, go for it. Do 75 notes at once and I'll call you Jerry Lee Lewis III.
Oh, I found another interesting thing out. There's an app that is a piano sound generator, and the app costs about $800. But this app, it is so lifelike to a real piano. You can change how long the strings are. because different pianos, you have a baby grand and a concert grand. The strings are actually longer. It has parameters to change the strings. It has, when you hit the higher notes don't have the dampers because you strike the note and it stops. They're so short and they're so tight, it doesn't ring. Anyway, when you hit the higher notes, you will vibrate adjacent notes to it. Basically, they've taken all of these analog quirks of a real piano and they've put it into this software that you can send MIDI signals to, and it can sound like a real piano. Also, there's a sound of the dampers lifting up, a little wood clunk, but it's almost imperceptible. This $800 app has the sound of the dampers lifting up when you press. Like, it is as close to an actual analog concert grand piano as you want. Or you could go the other way. You could take it small. You could make it sound like an old-timey, stand-up piano, like in the bar where they're throwing punches and they're throwing the beers, like ding ding ding. Like, for $800, and like that was the base price. You add these different things on it, it could be over $1,000 for just the instrument, and it's nuts.
I gotta say, your explanation of old timey piano playing was priceless.
Well, I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it.
It
had the tinnier sound of the pianos. I don't know. It's crazy. A new Steinway
says a new Steinway is about $35,000. That software is a bargain.
Are they really that cheap? That seems very low for a Steinway piano.
Factory refurbished Steinway, maybe.
I thought they were more like $85,000.
Jamie says, "Holy crap, Sarah! Wow, that's perceptive right there."
Yeah.
Should we go back to the poll and see where we are with this?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Oh man,
Christmas Day is pulling ahead.
It is. I'll go over here. Of course. There we go. And then there's that. And then it's a work in progress, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Sarah says they go up from there. Yeah, I'm sure they do. But Steinway's the best. Yeah, I don't think you can get better than a Steinway. They've been doing it forever. They have the strictest standards.
So 71% Christmas Day, 21% Christmas Eve, 7% with the joke answer of February 35th. Oh, man. Oh, it's back on you. I gotta go back over here.
Hi, everybody.
Well, that was daunting.
Am I you and are you me?
And then that's not going on right now. I'll just get rid of that. I don't know what happened to my graphic over there. Hold on. I'll fix that.
Is that your desktop?
Yeah, it is my desktop.
I see you have the preference where you're hiding icons, unless your desktop is actually void of all icons.
No, there's plenty of icons for sure.
Okay. I was going to say, I didn't think you were a psychopath and had no icons on your...
Well, come on. By now I am a psychopath.
Only psychopaths have completely empty desktops. I mean, come on.
There we go. That's the graphic I want. Now I have to get rid of these. Like,
how many scenes do you have in Ecamm?
About 50.
Can you do the demo mode? Go to demo mode and show us your scenes.
Okay.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Get ready for this. Hold on. Demo mode.
All right. Is that the scenes upper left?
Yeah.
Or is that the overlays?
That's the scenes. Those are the overlays underneath.
Okay. I see. Look at your scroll bar on the scenes. It's there's probably a lot of them in there. That's the overlays.
Yep. And then these are the scenes.
You look at the scene. Oh, that's way too many
Yeah,
scenes.
I know.
Look, you have it cut off where you can't even read the words of the scene. You can stretch those wider, you know.
Of course, I know that. I don't want to.
You got all this empty space to the left.
Right. And I got a situation where I got the. Oh God, this is funny.
Oh, look.
There we go.
Take the view window and move it north, so that you don't have to look down as much. So your eye would be closer to the camera.
Well, the view window is where? This is over here, right?
Yeah. Well, not the background.
No, I know.
You have to lock a lot of stuff, I think.
Yeah, I'm not locking anything. I know this has to go up, and I'm fully aware of that. but again, this should tell you for the last 15 months this is what I've been working with, and I should really get out of demo mode because this is not serving anyone anything over now.
Look how low your microphone is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That white dot is all the way to the left almost.
Yeah, I know.
That's a little crazy.
It's a little crazy.
Oh, look, I can see my volume down below versus your volume up top. Am I coming in hotter? The panel says I'm hotter.
You're coming in fine. You're like
Okay.
you're right in the center there.
Oh, bloody tech talk. Sorry, Des. Was this not interesting?
This is very interesting.
Oh, someone wanted me to play the piano. Do we want to do that?
Yeah, we could do that. Hang on one second. I just fix my everything here since all my overlays are screwed up now. Oh God. There we go. That's better. I'm going to go over to you. There you go.
Oh boy. I got to figure out what song I want to play. Yeah, give me a.
All right, you take your time.
We have "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree" as one option.
Jamie says,
Wham.
Sing us a song. You're a piano man.
Wham's "Last Christmas" from George Michael. And Santa Claus is coming to town. I think I'll do that one.
All right. I can get it over to you. With Santa Claus is coming to town, host of awesome YouTube things and awesome wood things and awesome anythings, it's Matt Haas. Matt's getting ready for this performance, and here we go. That's going to be unfortunate for Matt because we cannot hear a thing.
The piano was on mute. I will fix that.
Okay. Well, I mean, it was a great representation of playing the piano. It just didn't have any sound to it. Here we go. With Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Matt Haas.
All right, that was not very good. I'm gonna pick a different song.
Okay. Matt is going to pick a different song. Now with a different song. Matt Haas. There you go. There you go. Phenomenal.
How you like them apples?
Yeah. Easy says, good job, Matt.
Hold on, I can't hear you. All right, I can hear you.
Easy says, good job, Matt. Jamie says, good one, Matt. Easy says, that thing is replacing piano teachers, I see.
Well, apps have come a long way. I'm desperately trying to make the app developers add a few things that I would like to see added, but they are resisting my suggestions because what I want them to do is only possible with digital pianos, and they want to be sensitive to people who have analog pianos, because with an analog piano, the app has to hear the sound, and it's very hard to accurately determine what the sound is actually striking which key, especially when you hit 3 keys at once. It's a little hard to do that, especially if it's out of tune. But digital pianos. So I want
Jamie
them
says,
to.
awesome, Matt. You're getting better.
Thank you. Thank you. The first song I haven't played very much, but that last song, even though I messed up a few times, hopefully it was recognizable. Yeah. Yeah. I'm having fun with it. I enjoy it.
The second one, I definitely picked up rocking around a Christmas tree, and
Yeah.
I put it up in the graphics there.
Yeah. See what the app does, it's interesting because if you strike the note at the right time, it marks you down as hitting the note and doesn't penalize. Like you'll see a readout of how well you did in percentages. But what it doesn't do is it doesn't grade you on how long you've held the note down. Because some notes you press and lift up, some notes you press and hold. It doesn't give a flying flip about how long you hold the notes down. And that's important.
A flying flip.
It doesn't give a flying flip about it. So I would like that feature in this app, but they have not done it yet. I would also like an affiliate program for the app. I've asked them several times. I'm like, hey, I got a YouTube channel. It's blowing up. I could get people signed up for this app. And other apps do. You see other piano channels saying, I use this app. I use this app. Use my affiliate code. The app I'm using doesn't have affiliate program, but maybe they'll have one day.
Jamie says, dumb question. What is the difference between a digital and analog piano?
The difference is an analog piano produces sound by felt hammers slamming into strings and the strings vibrating. A digital piano has sensors about how hard you strike the key, and it has audio files on the motherboard that play when you strike that key. So what they did is they mic'd up, in this particular case, I have a Yamaha digital piano. They hiked up a Yamaha concert grand piano and they said, here's C sharp, doink. And then they recorded that sound, and they record it when you hit it soft, and they record it when you hit it loud, and then it plays it back. That's the difference between a digital piano and a analog piano. Digital pianos are always in tune, because an analog piano will fall out of tune just because you have to re-tighten up the strings, and you have to tighten it to where it hits the note that you want it to resonate.
So Jamie says, a real piano versus an electric one in simple terms.
Yeah. So that's it. This is a computer playing back MP3 files, for lack of a better word, of those notes when you've struck them. But it's actually much more sophisticated than that. But at a high level, that's what's happening.
Jamie
unless
having fun is all that matters.
Unless you buy the $15,000 upright Yamaha analog piano that is also digital. And what they've done with this beast is, it's a full analog piano. You can click a switch and the hammers will not strike the notes. And instead, it will send a signal to a metal box that's bolted to the wood panel in the back of the upright piano. And it will vibrate the wood piano to mimic the sounds that you've pressed. It will not strike the actual string. And then with that, you've got MIDI out. So it is a digital piano, but it's both. They've done both. But it's not coming out of a small hole with a small speaker. The actual soundboard, because they have like devices, like if you go on Sharper Image, remember that weird website, you'd go on an airplane and have Sharper Image catalog. Like they have like these weird devices where it's just a metal box, and you put it onto like a window, like like a display window from a department store, and it will vibrate the glass of the window. It's not a speaker, but it's like and then the whole glass will become a speaker. Like they have these things have been around. No one uses them because they're kind of stupid, but someone figured out if you resonate the back of an analog piano with this technology, it sounds like a real piano. But then they have other voices. They have horns and strings and stuff like that. It's the weirdest contraption. It's literally an analog and a digital piano combined together in a very
Jamie says that would be the money for that Yamaha upright, best of both worlds. And then she says, but if I was rich, I'd have a grand piano.
Yeah. I felt like putting the meme out there on the timeline. If anyone wants to get me a Christmas present, the size I wear is a Yamaha concert grand piano. Oh, here's a fun story. One of the former owners of the company that I worked for loved music. And the people that were close to him in the company, and people that were, like legit friends with him, he would buy instruments for them. And it didn't matter. Like if you played violin, he would buy, or if you were the daughter or son of someone who was his friend, he would gift musical instruments to people. And I was like, now he's no longer with us. He's a great man and a great mentor. And I did know him pretty well. But I just wonder, like, if I ever caught the piano bug when he was alive, like years ago, I wonder if he would have bought me a piano, because he was known to do. He is very, very wealthy individual, but very generous, and he would go to the he would go to shows, and he would go to orchestras. He loved the orchestra, and he loved music, and he loved being generous to people. But and that's Again, like you don't think like this is the cheapest weighted key digital piano that you can buy, and it's $600. Like that's like the low. That's the for a piano that actually has weighted keys and acts like a real piano, like that's your entry point.
Mm.
There's the stage pianos. They have stage pianos that have no speakers in them, like and they cost thousands of dollars. They have like $3,000 stage pianos, and you get it home and you turn it on and it makes no sound because it's meant to be put into an amplifier system. So you have to bring your own soundboard, you have to bring your own speakers and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy. Some people make this investment like, all right, I'm ready to use my new piano, and it has no speakers.
None.
But it's better. I don't know. Is this interesting, me talking about instruments?
You're getting a lot of people asking questions. Like, I tried to bring this up before, and Sarah says analog grand with synclavier keys, and then she says, "Wow." There are a lot of folks that would love to have an amazing piano in their living room or whatnot to play, and again, that's something that comes with money. So there are a lot of people that fantasize about that, but yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah. And
Mm.
this software, this $800 to $1,000 software I was talking about, and this is the only way that I know to do this, is you can change the frequency of the key. You can mistune. You can purposely out of tune the piano software voice.
Mm.
And do you remember I told you that the one key is only slightly off because of what the resonant frequency of the sun is? Like the sun resonates, our sun resonates at a certain frequency. And I was just wondering if you could shift the sounds of the keys just like a halfway in between them to have that one. I forget which one it is. I don't know if it's like a B, like downward a little bit. Like if you could make that key resonate exactly as the sun resonates, I wonder, and then all the other keys would be equally proportionate shifted, if the song would just sound better because we're tuned in to that. We're so used. I wonder. Of course, I could be on to absolutely. It could just have
No,
no
I think you're
perceptible
absolutely
difference.
onto something being off just that much, but to such a natural frequency. There's a lot to be said about that. Sarah says your head would explode.
Does our sun resonate? There's an answer to this question.
And then Sarah also reminds us that the best way to get a Steinway is if someone with one dies.
Yeah, and they go up in value. The
Mm.
older they get, the more expensive they get, if they're maintained. I'm doing some Googling here in keyboard.
I'm going to play with the scene for a second because I don't know why I lost the original scene. Let me try this. Oh, I got this now. Old school.
I can't find the answer on Google, but I just yeah, like because there's charts that tell you what frequency each key on the keyboard, if it's properly tuned, should be at. And then you look at the resonant frequency of the sun, and it's in between two of the notes. I'm like, let's just shift the whole thing down and just see if you're like, oh, that sounds better. Like I wonder. Anyway.
I like where you're going with it. I absolutely like where you're going with it.
I always have a science-y type bend to anything I do.
You're Matt Haas, a science guy.
I like to know the way things actually work. The way the universe is put together. There are some
There's a question. Jamie asks, "What are your favorite holiday baked goods? Holiday baked goods. What's your favorite?"
My aunt's cookies, which are, what are they called? Sand dollar? They're the real thin ones. Are
Yeah,
they like the real super thin ones?
sand tarts.
Sand tarts.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're
my
big in
aunt.
they're big in Amish country, in Lancaster.
And she will not give up her recipe, and they are super thin, and they are super like she like takes them to 11. I like those.
Jamie asks, "Pecan sandies?"
I think they're called sand tarts. Yep, sand tarts. That's exactly what they are.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is them.
I
Let
know
me share a
that
picture.
because there's that Rife's over in. Oh, go ahead and share this. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, that's them.
Here it is.
She makes some banging sand tarts, and my aunt is very old now. I think she's 90, if I'm not
Wow.
mistaken. She's very old. No, maybe 87. I think she's 87. But sorry.
No, that's good. I was going to show a picture of my favorite Christmas cookie. If I can go back to Maine for a second. Yeah, I'm going back to Maine for a second. Not the state. Just Maine.
Give me some lab stuff from Maine.
Pakika. Well, that's more Boston. Um, let's see. Go back over here and go share my screen. There it is. Lattice
Ooh.
cookies. Lace cookies. Love those. Absolutely love those.
What is that called?
A lace cookie or a lattice cookie?
Okay. I don't see that written on the screen, but okay, yeah, okay. So obviously chocolate in the middle.
Lace cookies. Easy lace
Oh,
cookies.
okay. Got it. That looks delicious.
This brought to you by Sally's Baking Addiction.
Oh, wait. I have something else. I have another answer. Can I give two answers?
I'm sorry. The first one's going to have to count. Okay. You can give us multiple answers for sure.
What? I covered it up in stickers, but you can kind of see this is the actual wrapper, or this is the actual packaging. This is old-timey hard candies. And I got this from my neighbor. My neighbor gave me like a little one, just as like a little neighbor gift, and we moved to a different thing. I'm like, GD, these, I don't want to swear. I'm like these are.
Go ahead. It's Christmas.
I don't like saying that word. I was like, these are effing good cookies. So I would buy them, and around Christmas, and like every time I would eat one, like, tastes like Christmas. It's just hard candies that were. I forget what they're called. I don't know why I covered this up with stickers. It used to have the name is under the stickers.
As we try to figure it out, Jamie loves Oreo balls. Sarah loves chocolate puff balls. And then Easy's a big fan of Oreo cookie cake.
I think I can read the barcode. Maybe if I type the barcode into Google, it'll tell me.
Oh, we're on it now. As we continue, Sarah says puff balls melt on your tongue. They're made with egg whites.
Maybe if I do a search history in my Gmail, I'll get the receipt for it.
Jamie's not sure if she had chocolate puff balls, and then she says, "Come to Maine and see me." Jamie, I would love to go to Maine and see you. In fact, I would love for us to meet in the middle, because it's been too long and it should happen. Public service message, but reality, this should happen. Jamie says, no, people here definitely say Pakika in the Dayad.
Pakika.
A couple of quick questions as you're researching this. Sarah has a poll for us. Fruitcake, yes or no, or only a particular type?
I've stayed away from fruitcake. I don't even know if I would like it or not. I just don't indulge. Maybe I should.
I think I get it so rarely. I'd be pro fruitcake on the first one. The second one is enough already.
Someone asked how our Fogo experience was.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second.
Well, Fogo's always a good time. The restaurant was packed. It was very loud. And when things are loud, I don't hear as well. And then sometimes that drags down the experience. So I don't know about you, Joe, but I don't think I was firing at 100% because I was having trouble hearing. And I think that always kind of throws me off a little bit. But I had a great time. It was a great time. We interacted with our wait staff, our gauchos, and our waitress was awesome. And the company was good. The food was delicious.
Company was
I don't know
phenomenal.
why, but that I'll shut up here in a second. The garlic beef that they were serving.
Oh yeah.
I just why did I find that or maybe I had it the first time. I just didn't connect with it, but I was like, oh my goodness, that was delicious.
So now, having had the Fogo experience 3 times, Matt, can you rile off all of the offerings on the Fogo de Show Gaucho menu?
Well, no. I mean, they got the prime rib, they've got the top sirloin, they've got the pork, a
Pork
couple
picanha. Yep.
pork offerings. They've got the spicy sausage.
Yeah, the linguiça.
Now, the first time I was all over that. This time, it didn't quite.
They changed it. They got different links now. They changed where they're getting their linguiça from.
Something was different, and the texture was different this time. So I didn't hit that hard a second time. And the poultry, I wasn't really paying attention to the poultry because I'm not a big well, I love poultry, but when you're at Fogo, I'm like, I think I should stick with the meat.
The chicken drumettes were decent. The bacon wrapped chicken was phenomenal, as it is always. The bacon wrapped filet was chef's kiss, as you would say.
Yep. Oh, I did get both bacon wrapped items, even the poultry. So that was good. Yeah. Fogo's a cool place, man. It's just
the grilled cheese with honey. People love that.
That should have just been my dessert, but yeah. for me.
You had the papaya cream, didn't you?
I did.
It was good.
I did. No, it was mango.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was mango and ice cream. And of course, the waitress says it helps with digestion. I don't know if it does or not, but I'm like, all right, I'm sold.
Well, she was trying to get you to put the cassis on the top.
Yeah, which I did.
Which
I didn't realize that was alcohol.
I didn't put the cassis on the top. I just had the papaya cream, which was phenomenal.
I didn't realize that was an alcoholic beverage. I'm sorry that happened at the table with you.
No, it's okay. I stopped her before she started pouring it. So...
Yeah. She was good. But yeah, Fogo is a good time. Fogo's a good time.
Yeah. So I absolutely enjoy Fogo. I mean, we've talked about this before. It's not only a place where you can have a wonderful dinner out with friends, but it's also a great place to do business dinners. When you take business guests, they love it, right? It's all you can eat. I think the only event that you really couldn't take anyone to Fogo is, I think, like a first date, because that could be embarrassing. Especially the way we know how to eat a Fogo.
Well,
we do.
Yeah, we're on a mission at Fogo.
That's right.
Like, there is a priority. There is a hierarchy of events that happen, and the enjoyment of the food is like supersedes because it's pretty amazing.
Going back to the dessert question for a second, someone said lemon meringue pie. I'm good with lemon meringue pie.
I think Rich Vibes is stepping off. Bye, Rich. Thanks for all of your shenanigans today. We were all over the interwebs, you and I. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Rich, for all you do, and we enjoy your show on Sundays on Mixcloud. 2 p.m. Eastern time. You're fantastic. I would say key lime pie, though. Definitely resonates higher than lemon meringue pie. And then Jamie says, "Yay for a good Fogo time." It was fantastic, and I think sometime in the spring we'll do it again, and we'll give you enough lead time there. Jamie, come on down, or we'll find a Fogo equidistant. And we'll definitely do that for sure.
We should go to the chocolatier restaurant at Hershey and see what they have to offer. Put
Well,
that
they don't
on
have
the calendar.
gauchos. They don't have gauchos with skewers
No,
and
no,
stuff like that.
we'll make do.
Right.
And sushi. We'll have sushi on Thursday. That should be fun.
Jamie says, "I will definitely take time off to go." Jamie, it would be amazing to have you there for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of reminiscing of Portland and the New England areas here. Just a highlight of those comments. Southern Maine is lovely. Spent a lot of time in Portland. Sarah said at lunch every day I'd walk around Kennebunkport Shores. Portland's a great city. I love Portland, Maine. Portland is phenomenal. Great food scene in Portland, Maine. Fantastic food scene in Portland, Maine. Let's see. And Rich says, good night, love you all, with an XX. And I agree, Jamie, wholeheartedly. Rich is definitely a great DJ for sure. What
Yeah, he shows those pictures of him DJing live, and the crowd just loves the man. Like, they just love him to death. I'm like, how awesome would that be? You have a whole room full of people absolutely loving what you do. It's just got to be indescribable.
I got to tell you, he really gets a crowd going. He definitely gets a. Oh no! I was going to talk about one of my favorite places over in Portland. They closed at 5:55. It was a really great place to go out to eat. Well, never mind me sharing that.
Oh, bummer. It's amazing.
Sarah says, "Great craft galleries." I lost it. Great craft galleries in Portland and a wonderful art museum. Absolutely, indeed.
This is Maine, Portland, Maine.
Yes,
you said?
Portland, Maine.
Okay, never been to Maine. There's been a lot of places I haven't been.
Well, apparently it's vacation land.
Seems like it would be very cold up there.
Maine during the summer is absolutely phenomenal. Or whether you're talking southern Maine or northern Maine, Bar Harbor. I mean, Maine is incredible.
Yeah.
What is your Christmas plan like? Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day. What does that look like for you, Matt, and the family?
Well, I'm having family over, my side of the family, over to my house Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. We're going to start at 5 because my dad doesn't like to stay out late. He's not as young as he used to be. So we're going to do that, and we're going to play poker all night. Well, at the scat, I told you, the scat poker. And probably blackjack, and probably five card stud. Whatever.
You don't play the 7 stud? You play the 5 stud?
I've never enjoyed 7. It's just it's too long, and I don't know. I just like discard up to 3, show your freaking hands. Let's go. I don't know. And then Christmas Day, we usually have Tracy's family over, but we're not this year for various other things. But my son will be here, and his girlfriend. So my son will be here Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and it'll just be presents with my son, and Paris is the name of his girlfriend. Her girlfriend's name is Paris. So Paris and Evan, my son Evan, will be here Christmas morning, and we'll do Christmas morning, and then we're done. And Boxing Day, who knows? I'll probably go to Costco. What's your routine look like?
Jamie's giving a brief update on Maine right now. It's 9 degrees.
Whoosh.
Yeah, that's really cold.
32 degrees here. It went up a degree. It was 31. We're
It's
warming up in Pennsylvania.
28 over in Downingtown right now.
Ay, ay, ay.
But plus traffic and weather on the 8s. As far as Boxing Day, I'm going for the sales. The sales are incredible on Boxing Day.
Is that the day after or Christmas Day itself?
Day after Christmas.
Okay.
26th. Like you can pick up a lot of stuff on the cheap, better than the Black Friday sales, better than the Cyber Monday sales, I would find. Last year it was incredible. Whether we're talking about going to the clothing outlet stores like, going to Old Navy or Gap or Banana Republic, or going to a place like Bath and Body Works, like you can find incredible deals on the 26th. This is not supposed to be consumer corner, but it really is.
Yeah. Well, I usually kind of go nuts at Home Depot because I have a wood shop and I like to buy tools and supplies and stuff like that. But I didn't this year. I'm thinking like maybe I can go pick up some cheap cordless tool batteries, and I have a couple battery operated hand tools that I don't have that I want, like a reciprocating saw, and I have one of those. Couple other hand tools. I want a little Dremel.
Okay.
So a Dremel tool would be good to have, and they actually have a hot glue gun that's battery powered because I got like a little cheapo hot glue gun, and I know you're like, huh, this is a little crafter tool, man. What are you, little craft? But no, hot glue is an amazing tool to use. Everything's hooked in here. If you put me on full for a sec, if you wouldn't mind, I'll show you what I do with hot glue.
Rich says, "Can I be a mod so I could put a link up?" Just let us know what the link is. We could put it up for you. But yeah, I'll give you solo. Hang on a sec. There you go.
Yeah. So hot glue. He-Man is attached with hot glue. The Xenomorph is hot glued to the pipe, and the pipe is hot glued to this. Skeletor is hot glued. Like I can't knock him over. I have all the wires for that keyboard and this keyboard hooked into little plastic C shapes that I made that are hot glued to that. Hot glue is amazing. It's it's a very versatile material to do a lot of weird, cool, fast stuff with.
Sarah was using her hot glue gun yesterday to make swag for her front door. And Jamie was using her hot glue gun last week.
My wooden lightsaber holder I had to package, and I didn't want it flipping around in the bag, in the box. So I cut cardboard and hot glued the cardboard to the box to reinforce the box so it couldn't get crushed, and then to make sure the item stayed in the middle of the box and it didn't flop down to the edge. Anyway, very, very versatile type.
This is the time of Rich's show down there. Rich, if you can, I don't know how to easily give you mod rights to put your link up.
You can right click him on YouTube. You have to get off the eCam interface.
I'm on it. Got it.
Am I able to grant as a mod? Can I make other people mods? I wonder if I can.
Yep, got it. Rich, you can mod it. Go ahead.
You have to refresh, Rich. Refresh.
7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific on Sundays. And Rich, you do have mod rates now, so if you want to put the link up, then I will put it up through eCam, so everybody.
Or not right click him. You hit the triple dot button.
I did. I got him. He's got.
You understood what I meant.
Yeah, I did. I'm on.
He listens to what I meant.
I might have a very grotesque set of scenes and overlays and whatnot, but I know the hamburger and the 3 dots and the.
He's a tech expert over here.
I try.
He tries.
One of these days I'll get it right.
Yep. I figured out something web development wise. That was kind of fun. So
here we go.
Excellent. Thank you, Rich. Thanks for putting up with us.
Putting up with us. Mixcloud/live/Rich Vibes. Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. UK time.
So I was trying to launch an instance of PHP MyAdmin on Amazon AWS, and it was actually far more complicated than you would think. It's not like just having a shared hosting service on GoDaddy and firing it up. And I've been trying to do this since February through a consultant of mine, because I don't have the skills to do it. And he tried it, and it was more difficult. He said, I'm going to get back to it. He never got back to it. So I finally, through a Zoom call at the location, we installed SQL Pro, and now they can access the database through a free app. And now I don't have to continue this web development effort launching the. So bottom line is, I got a check mark on one of my web development tasks that I no longer have to do because I solved it with a piece of freeware instead of a system that we were trying to install. And anyway, so that made my life a lot easier. And I don't have to pay a freelancer to develop this thing for me. So
took care of it yourself.
Took care of it myself.
Feast of Seven Fishes tomorrow night. We're talking about your Christmas Eve. My Christmas Eve is Feast of Seven Fishes.
Okay.
But it's really more like
what is that?
Feast of 900 Fishes, because it's like you got the super depeche, you got lobster tail, you got clams, you got mussels, you got fried catfish, you got any possible fish you could possibly think of. It's supposed to be a Feast of Seven Fishes, but I have a family of yeah, exactly, and got family of excessive sort of food purchasing and food preparation. So that's tomorrow night. And then Sunday, Christmas Day, I'll have coffee, and then I'm probably just going to go for Chinese food or go see a movie or something.
There you go. That sounds amazing.
Absolutely.
I love seafood. I love seafood.
That's our Super Bowl. You think about the Italian culture. That's our Super Bowl is Christmas Eve, the Feast of Seven Fishes.
Wow.
More lucrative than Thanksgiving, if you ask me.
Yeah. Oh, man. Good food.
Although I'm tempted to see if Fogo would be open on Christmas Day. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Easy says, I'm vaping and I have a huge air purifier, and when it senses vapor, the air purifier kicks in. It sounds like a Boeing 747 taking off.
Trying to
Jamie cracking up at the prospect of Fogo for Christmas. Yeah, if I could go to Fogo for Christmas, you know damn well I would.
Why don't you buy a Fogo for Christmas?
How about we go halves on it?
I wonder what that would cost to put together.
A couple bucks.
Cost a little bit of money.
About $350. I've been to. We go back to Fogo real quick. I mean, I've been to 8 of them, and they're all incredible.
Easy wants to know, what is a Fogo?
Oh my God, what is a Fogo? Fogo's going to change your world, Easy.
What's the full name? Tell him the full name.
Fogo to show. So I can share my screen real quick. Ingy, how are you? Let me get that up real quick.
Hi, Ingy.
Good evening, Ingy. Hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas to you. What is Fogo is the question. Would help if I could type correctly, right? Jeez. Go to main. Yeah, I'm going to main again. There it is. Fogo to show. So basically, it is a Brazilian steakhouse with all the goodies and everything. Like you have meats and pork and chicken.
Close the pop-up.
I can. I will. There it goes. Goodbye. There it is. And they got the market table, which is basically their salad bar. Easy not being sarcastic, and I don't mean to challenge anyone on this one, but Easy asking, how is it going to change the world? Well, you've never been there, so you don't know. I'm getting defensive about my Fogo. Yeah, Fogo's amazing.
5.5 pounds of beef tenderloin to make for Christmas.
You're darn straight. Easy, exactly right. You can have a keto diet at Fogo. So boom.
Heck yeah, you can.
And Jamie says Fogo equals fear of going out. Haha, just kidding. Yeah, you miss out on Fogo. It's a sin. I'm just saying.
What's fear of not going to Fogo? Fongo.
Fongo.
Fear of not going. GGO. I don't know.
Double A MCO. Ingy's going to. Ingy bought a 5.5 pound beef tenderloin to make for Christmas. What time's dinner? And I could probably get out there in about 5 hours' time. Asking for a friend, which is really me.
Yeah, I love buying the whole slab of beef tenderloin because that's filet mignon, at Costco, and then I cut it real thick, like 4 freaking inches, and then I'll butterfly it in half, and then I'll cook that on the grill. Get it medium rare. Oh, you can cut it with a fork. It's so good, especially if you get it before you freeze it. Oh,
been doing this show for 15 months. That's the first time I got nanner boo booed.
Yeah. Did I tell you I was a former cook for a steakhouse?
No.
Yeah. Yep. High school. Out of high school. On my last 3 years of high school, I worked at a steakhouse, and I could cook meat, chicken, fish, ribs, and prime rib, and pork. Now, I'm not baking. I'm not a baker, but like grill food and oven. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could cook the heck out of it. I can cook a steak perfectly by any one of these factors: time, touch, and sight. Like, I can just look at a steak and I can know if it's medium rare.
Angie says there'll be 9 people and she's hosting this year. I wonder if there's room for a 10th. Asking for a friend. And then Easy says they don't eat turkey here where I'm at. I had no turkey since 1999.
Turkeys are yummy.
Turkeys are delicious. I mean, I like to fry my turkey.
My dog likes turkey. She's ravenous for it. She's ravenous for when we like boil a chicken, or cook chicken. Oh, she is right up on the oven. She's like, I want it now. Like she anything else going on in her life, doesn't matter if she has to go to the bathroom. Doesn't matter who walks in the house. Like, it is. She'll sit there for hours just waiting for the turkey to come out. I'm like, you act like we don't feed you. What the heck?
In comparison terms, you don't feed her because she sees turkey and that's all she knows.
It's bad.
Easy likes the dark meat on the turkey because he doesn't like the white meat because it gets too darn dry, which is a very common complaint. Very common. I think if I was sitting down for dinner on Christmas night, I think a thing I was doing for a long time was going out to eat, going to a steakhouse for Christmas dinner, which was incredible.
Actual Christmas evening, the day Christmas evening?
Christmas evening, yeah.
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 Well, really, after the afternoon, it's just like a normal night as far as I'm concerned, because we do all the Christmas Day stuff in the morning, and sometimes carrying over into the afternoon. But really, after that, it's, at least in our house, it's the Christmas Eve is always the party. It's the party.
It's the granddaddy of them all.
Yeah.
Jamie's going to a friend's with her sister for prime rib. So there you go.
Now, prime rib, in all fairness, it's difficult to prepare. Like people want, I want prime rib medium rare. It's hard. I've always found it a little difficult because I mean, you take it out of the oven, you slice off what you want, and you got to put it on the little steel plate, put the au jus on it, and it's supposed to be on the flat top, and it's supposed to. It was very hard for me to master prime rib, but as far as steak's concerned, I can cook the heck out of steak.
Easy can cook a steak where you don't need a knife to cut your steak.
Yep.
And Jamie says it is very difficult to do prime rib indeed.
The way you do prime rib is you have the whole big slab and you just cut until you find a piece that's prepared the way you want. Then you take it. That's the best way to do it. Not the most convenient way or the most economical way. Yeah.
Easy's going to the in-laws for a couple hours and then off to work from 3 to 10 p.m. for double time and a half. Best Christmas gift of her.
Yeah, well, my wife's works in the medical field, so they have to rotate it where she used to have off every Christmas because she would trade for the younger people who would want New Year's Eve off. And like she didn't care about New Year's Eve, but she would swap out the Christmas. I'll take you work my Christmas and I'll take your New Year's Eve. Done. But then all the young girls kind of aged out of it. And she can't always pull it off anymore. But anyway.
It all starts. And then part of me says I'm going to go to the gym really early tomorrow. Work out for a couple hours. And then get ready for the day. And like tomorrow, my spin class is canceled, so like I'm going to probably do a little cardio and some strength training and all of that. And then this way, I know I could have all the fish I could possibly have on Christmas Eve.
There you go.
Live an excuse.
At 10 a.m., I have to pick up the wraps. We bought, ham and cheese wraps and turkey wraps and things like this. We had a whole platter of stuff at the grocery store. I got to pick that up. And then it's just it's a lazy day until family starts coming over at 5, and then we'll eat, we'll do presents, we'll gamble all night, and it'll be fun.
Well, I hope you win big, and I hope you stay true to your blackjack philosophy with doubling down on 11. Even though we've had debates about this before, that really you should double down on 11, except when the dealer is showing an ace.
Agree to disagree.
But
blackjack is not something we typically play because you're playing against the dealer. Like if you do it and it's just not a fun. It's fun to do, but not at a party. But and then like I said, it's not about the money. We don't do it for the money. It's $3. $3 gets you like 20 hands, and then we play like probably 2 rounds of it. So you're only ever out $2.
I'm retired, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And I've got the chips, so we all put dollars in a box, and then we put the poker. We have 3 poker chips. Actually, we have 4th because the 4th is on your honor. So you can actually lose 4 times in the whole thing, and then the honor chip we have a different color. We got a whole system for it.
You got a whole entire system, which is really cost effective for everybody who plays, and it's not like you're playing $1, $2 no limit hold'em or anything like that. You're playing very innocuous.
Oh, I did play hold'em at my uncle's house a few times, not Christmas Eve, and boy, that gets expensive real fast.
Well,
and also that game where it's the high low.
Omaha.
Something about that is it just keeps compounding, and you can play a hand where it's multiples higher. Like we've gotten to the point where like, okay, this is getting serious now. Are we gonna be? That's a dangerous game. You can't.
And
I don't
then, and
recommend
then
playing that game.
someone's taking out hundreds out of their wallet and they're putting it on the table. It's like, when did this turn into this?
The way that game's constructed, it can cause problems. Is
Oh yeah.
all I'll say. So
I've always been okay with pot limit hold'em, only if it's done high low. So you're going for the high hand or the low hand, eights or better. Um, Outside of that, Texas Hold'em, and then of course Pineapple, Crazy Pineapple. So it's like regular, it's like Hold'em, but you have three cards. You have to give one back.
Yeah. But anywho, so
Yeah.
we like the company. We like the good time. It's not about winning. It's
No.
just about doing something fun on Christmas Eve that we don't get to do very often.
I had way too many poker nights at my condo back in the day. So like I know it could be fun, but I know people could lose some money too. So, but like I said, I don't do that anymore, and that's gone.
Well, I'm ready for it because I won that $40 on the 50-50 in ones. So I got a fat stack of ones. So I don't care who shows up. I'm like, I got you. I can break that 10 in ones, and you can play scat with the
And
hosses.
as we said before, you know where you could take those ones.
Those days are over.
Oh, there's always room for Savannah's. Easy says, "Hey Matt, what do you think about Ray-Ban glasses with camera on the glasses, metaverse?"
Casey Neistat reviewed that. He said they were too jiggly. That it did not have the stabilization that it felt like pre-iPhone 7 lenses is what he said. And my other tech gift was a GoPro.
Really?
I was starting to say the GoPro Hero 10, I guess that's the latest one. They said they finally perfected the device where everything you want in the GoPro is in it and everything you don't want is out of it. And they said it's really good.
They perfected it.
So I think it would be kind of fun maybe to have a GoPro. And they're not as much as I thought they were. I think they're 400. How much is a GoPro 10? It's less than $500. Hero 10 Christmas sale at GoPro itself. We're talking $399. It's $400.
There you go, $400.
It would be fun. Take that to Hershey Park, strap it to my head, and go down the roller coaster.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Oy, oy, oy.
Well, I think I'm going to put a giant bow on this and call it a night.
Sounds good.
Christmas Eve or Festivus or whatever you want to call this, December 23rd. Before we go, though, one thing I want to say is, and this, there might be a live VF Talks next week, but there, as I told the moderators, I want to do a best of 1 week from tonight. So let us know. You send an email or in the YouTube comments. Think of 2 or 3 moments that you enjoyed in the last 15 months of VF Talks. Let us know because we'll try to get those together and do a best of premiere 1 week from tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. But the one thing I wanted to tell you real quick is thank you. Thank you for all you do, but also you're an incredible friend, Matt, and I'm really appreciative of you, man. So thank you.
Right back at you. I'm just trying to have a blast as I move forward, and like I said, this is just the beginning. Mm-hmm. We have not yet begun.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Easy says the GoPro Hero 10 Black 5.3K Hyper Smooth 4.0 Action Cam $749. I think, is that Australian dollars? Let us know.
It said regular $659.
Okay, so that's. Okay.
I guess it's on sale for $399, and it's just a camera and maybe. There's bundles you can get. I don't fully understand it. I don't even really know if I want one, but I just think it would be nice to have one. I don't know. Anyway.
Jamie says, thank you guys for all you do. Love you. Love both of you. Watching
Right back
you
at
guys
you.
grow. Jamie, we love you big time. We love all of you. You're incredible. This audience is phenomenal, and I'm really thankful for Venture Forward and VF Talks and all of you. You guys are amazing, and like Matt says, you ain't seen nothing yet, so stay tuned. Matt, have a wonderful night. I'll catch up with you on Christmas Day for sure.
Sounds good, my friend.
Take care of yourself. I'm going
Merry
to put
Christmas.
a giant bow on us.
Awesome.
Matt Haas, ladies and gentlemen, as I go back to Maine. Well, that's Fogo. This is me. There you go. You want to see Fogo again? Yeah, that's Fogo. That's what we talk about when we talk about Fogo. It's incredible. Like you can't beat it. You really can't. Anyhow, I digress. I want to quickly talk about next week. Tuesday on Venture Forward, we're going to talk about 12 Steps. It's basically a show we were going to do earlier 2 weeks ago, and then things got jostled around. Tuesday night on the Venture, we're going to talk about 12 Steps and what it means to recovery, whether we're talking about alcoholism, whether we're talking about obesity, whether we're talking about gambling, or whatever the compulsion is, whatever the addiction is. We're going to talk about it with respect to that. Thursday, we're going to do something a bit different. We're going to do a best of VF Talks. Basically, 15 months of VF Talks are going to take all your favorite clips, put them together into a 30 to 60 minute show, and that will air 1 week from tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. So Tuesday night show about 12 Steps is 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Best of VF Talks is 1 week from tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Now, that said, there might be a live show, a surprise live show between that Tuesday and Thursday. Don't know. We'll let you know. It'll be on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch for sure. Some final comments. Easy is a big fan of You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. It's a great song. Marilyn says the best to all. Good night. Good night to you, Marilyn. Much love to you. Jamie says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Love and light to all of you. Jamie, love back at you. Easy says, when 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Tuesday and Thursday. So Tuesday night is the 12 Steps. Thursday night is going to be Best of VF Talks. And Sue says, Merry Christmas to all. We'll catch the replay. Sue, love you. Glad you're catching us, and definitely catch the replay for sure. And that said, have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. Tomorrow night being Christmas Eve, Christmas on Saturday, and Boxing Day on Sunday. But I'm going to say the same thing I say at the end of every Venture Forward in VF Talks. Stay safe, stay sane, stay strong, stay sober. You're worth it. We'll see you Tuesday night for the next episode of the Venture Forward at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Have a very wonderful and Merry Christmas, and fly be free.
Heading to Vegas in my blue striped car. She's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket